Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2018 Honda HR-V crossover. It's an SUV, it's a smaller one. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at all three models. We're going to build out all three models. What I do know is that for 2018, let's look through a few of these pictures. For 2018, there's no significant changes with this car. I do know that much. We are going to look at all three trims. Why are we going to do that? Some of these manufacturers, Honda's one of them, that when you get a particular trim level, you kind of get what you get, and when you build the car out, there's not a whole bunch to add to it. And so if the car's like that, then we're going to look at all of the models. We're going to look at the car as a whole and look at all the trim levels. So we're going to do that on this car. Real quick, what are we going to do first before we get to all that? We're going to first go through this whole page, which I'm going to assume is consists of the gallery, the exterior, the interior, features, then finally model and specs, and then we can build in price. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to save the build, each build that I do for all three levels, trim levels. I'm going to save the build for each one, and you'll find those in the description below. All right, they'll already be there right now as I speak. All right, so let's move forward. Let's find out a little bit about this car, and then we can find out what the base model has, and then we can find out what might be the right car for you. Because I mean, that's what we're kind of doing this for, so that way you get the right one, and you can get a deeper look at this without the dealer or a salesman like all over you. You understand? All right, and I just love cars. That's why I'm doing it. I just love cars. All right, so it says crossover to adventure. The distinct exterior lines of the HR-V point you toward adventure, whether your wheels are on the ground, in a cityscape, or the countryside. If we explore the exterior, let's go ahead and click that. What is that going to... It doesn't even... It's not even a clickable link. All right, well, let's hit styling and see what that does. All right, so best face forward. The exterior features a dark, aggressive grille that includes a tasteful chrome accent, which makes a lasting first impression. And then we have different angles, so we can also see the side view. Perfect profile, stunning from every angle, with its ideal ride height and unique sporty profile. And then what? Angle of escape. Yep, angular lines, aggressive design, perfect getaway vehicle. All right, cool. We're getting it. And then stop bright. The tail lights are LED. The tail lights feature LED brake lights that use less energy to help increase your visibility to other drivers. Okay, colors. What colors are there? There is a... I'm not even going to try to butcher that name. There's a blue metallic. There is a green pearl. Let me scoot this up a little bit. There we go. There's a mulberry metallic. There's a Milano red, crystal black pearl, modern steel metallic. That's kind of attractive. I like that. Lunar silver metallic. That's probably nice on the street. And a white orchid pearl. What's the view the rear? Gotcha. And a couple of different angles. All right, Honda genuine accessories. So they've got different accessories, so you can get bike racks and stuff. 17-inch alloy wheels. They've got splash guards, right? The mud flaps. I love getting the mud flap stuff because when you roll over stuff on the street, they're working on the street. That's the tar or the oil or whatever stuff's on the street. It kicks up right here on the car, and some of that stuff like bonds itself to the paint, and it's really hard to get off. I've seen many cars ruined at the bottom from that stuff. So your splash guards, while they can't prevent 100% of it, they can prevent a lot of it. And so I think you should option yours with this if you're seriously considering this vehicle. All right, that was way too much pitch for that, but I'm into it. What else? Sport grill, right? The sport grill is a little bit. Is all about attitude and aesthetics. Yep. Those were the accessories. Inner convenience with multiple cargo space modes, available heated front seats. Available means it's an option, and a touch-based automatic climate control system. The HR-V interior has convenience covered, right? Well, this one's a clickable link. Explore the interior. Well, that's not a bad place to be. And there's that touch screen down here. That's pretty cool. Got a big media interface right here. So let's find out about it. Smart Touch. From the display audio interface to the touch-based climate control, the Smart Touch interior puts everything in reach. The display audio is standard on the EX. It says that right down here. If you're wondering where I'm looking, it says display audio standard on EX and EX-L. What's this all about? Probably something about the AC. Zone in. Keeping yourself and your passengers comfortable at the perfect temperature is easy with automatic climate control adjustment and a touch-based interface. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Start stop right there. I don't know if that's standard feature on the base model. We'll find out when we get there. Looks like we got some heated seat options, right? That's standard on the EX and the EX-L. Again, what about this zone in? That's standard on the EX. So the base model, I can't remember what model is the EX or which model is the base, but we'll get there in a second. But one model is not getting any love as far as standard, and that's got to be the base model. We already looked at the heated seats. This is what, the panoramic roof or something? One touch power moonroof, right? Standard on the EX and EXL. And then seating for 5 people, right? The HRV interior was designed to accommodate from 5 passengers to copious amounts of cargo space. The inside of the HRV is truly outstanding. All right, cool. Not bad. Cargo space. Second row magic seat. What's that all about? With multiple configurations available, including 60/40 split second row magic seat functionality, you'll have room for more than just essentials. All right, so what happens if I press this? Aha. Gotcha. Let's go back to that. Whoop. They got away from me. There we go. Oh, let's go cargo space. There we are. You saw that. All right, so, and then they're going to show us a side view, right? We kind of saw that coming in, right? It's got fold the rear seats flat for as much as 58.8 cubic feet of cargo space. It's plenty to help with a move or to fit a variety of materials. And apparently enough for a kayak as well. So up to 8 feet long. That's a lot of space in there. It's definitely got a lot of utility. All right, so that's the takeaway on that. The car has a lot of utility. The interior, it's attractive. I mean, it's not. Are those LCD or LED, or is that still analog? That looks like those are probably digital faces, but they look like they're analog. And then what? Accessories. Accessories for the interior. A Honda Genuine Accessories. So they got a bunch of cargo bins. You've got all-weather floor mat there. It's the all-season floor mats. You got a cargo cover back here. I'm a big fan of cargo covers and stuff and all-season floor mats because it really does save that carpet, especially back here where spills can happen. Variety of things you're carrying around. It's just a smart choice for the little bit of money that they cost to get. And then what? Interior illumination, blue LED lighting. Okay, well, we'll see about that. Packed with convenience. Explore the features. All right, let's do it. All right, cargo formations. Right, we already went through those cargo formations. We know that the car has a lot of utility, and you can do a lot with this car. We also know that it's all-wheel drive, right? The available all-wheel drive. So it's available. So it's not standard. Standard is a two-wheel drive car. Is it a two-wheel drive in the rear, or is it a two-wheel drive, a front-wheel drive car? All right, we'll find out when we get to some specs. Cargo and convenience, designed with conveniently low lift over height to help make it easy and painless to load furniture, groceries, gear, or almost any other kind of cargo. All right, cool. Tell us about the technology. This is what I really like to know about. All right, so where are we at first? Be your own navigator and get to wherever you want to go with the Honda Satellite Linked Navigation System. They couldn't think of a good name, that's for sure. Featuring HD traffic and voice recognition. This is standard on the EL with nav, apparently, right? We can see that down here at the bottom. What's this all about? It's got like a side camera or something. Just signal right, and a small camera displays live video on your display audio screen to reveal nearly 4 times more than the passenger side mirror alone. That's standard on the E and the EX-L with Navi. What's this all about? Push and go, right? Push button start. That's cool. Leave your key fob in your pocket. You got electronic parking brake. right? That's, if you're new to this, if you're not new to this channel, you know that pretty much everybody's doing electronic parking brake. I can't even believe that they made a whole slide out of that. But anyway, maybe that wasn't a feature forever. Maybe it's been a handbrake forever. I don't know. Or maybe they're just so low on features that they have to do a handbrake. I'm not sure. One way or the other, I think the car is pretty cool though. Tuned up. This is what I want to know about. Listen to your music, talk shows, audiobooks with Bluetooth streaming audio. Okay. Pandora compatibility and available Sirius XM radio and high definition radio. That Pandora, Sirius XM, and HD radio available on limited models. Okay. And then finally, what's Honda Link? Connecting your compatible mobile device is seamless with Honda Link, making it easy to stream music, access social media, and even schedule service appointments. That's standard on the EX and EX-L Navi. And then tell us a little bit about safety. I like how they did that with the different colors so you can actually see all the different structure. It's not just one piece of white metal, painted white metal. Extremely high strength steel body construction helps protect occupants in a variety of crash scenarios. Tell us about the lights. Daytime running lights make a bright impression with standard front daytime running lights. That way you can be seen better by oncoming traffic. What's this all about in the back? Oh, rear view camera. Multi-angle rear view camera. It's got three different views: normal, top down, and wide. Very cool. You can see those like right here. That's cool. Traction control is this. Vehicle stability assist. The HRV features vehicle stability assist with traction control to help keep you on the road by countering oversteer and understeer. Basically fixing mistakes that you might be making. All right, so models and specs. Here we go. What's down here? Build and price. Okay. All right, so models and specs. With HRV, each trim level builds upon the one before it, giving you more features and upgrades as you go. Yeah, we kind of knew that. So, this is the LX. That was the model they never mentioned. Because everything they talked about was stuff was standard on the EX and the EX-L Navi, right? But we didn't even hear about this car. So the LX is built with a host of great standard features, including 17-inch alloy wheels, available all-wheel drive, multi-angle rear view camera, 60/40 split second row magic seat. But before we get into that, before we get into this build, we can see the prices of these. Before we get into seeing the build and everything, let's see all the specs, because what I want to see is what does this car come standard with? Because once we know what the LX comes standard with, and then we can see this stuff, then we can see that what the EX is building on and what the EX-L Navi is building on. So let's look at the specs really fast. Okay. All I really want to do is I just want to look at the LX. I just want to see the specs on the LX. Engineering. What do you mean, the engine? Okay, so it's a 4-cylinder engine. Yeah. It makes 141 horsepower. That's not a lot. It's gonna be weak, and it makes a paltry 127 horsepower or pound-feet of torque. I mean, this thing, you're gonna have to put your foot in it to get it to go. Especially if you use all that great cargo space and then load it up with things like a kayak and all that. It's gonna really bog it down. Multi-port fuel injection. I'm not gonna bore you on all that stuff. Real-time all-wheel drive. That's available with CVT. We got to buy that. It's got hill start assist, direct ignition. Okay, let's close that. Tell us a little bit about the transmission. 6-speed manual transmission? Really? For two-wheel drive only. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Two-wheel drive, 6-speed manual with 1.8 4-cylinder. Surely there's an available automatic, so we're not even going to sweat that. But here's the whole deal with that. All right, but we're not going to even think about that because surely there's an automatic. Where is that at? There it is right there. Continuously variable transmission with sport mode. That's available. That's this right here. That's the automatic. That's what we'd be going for. I would assume most people wouldn't even get the available 6-speed manual transmission, but good to know it's available. Body and suspension and chassis. What's standard equipment? McPherson struts. That's all standard equipment stuff, this. I'm only going to point out anything notable. We get the 17-inch wheels, all-season tires. They're pretty skinny at 215 width. They're not very wide. You get a compact spare tire. What do we have for exterior measurements? The length of this is about 170. The width is just under 70 inches. The curb weight, the manual transmission car is that much, and the automatic transmission car is that much. Interior measurements. I'm just curious about what the shoulder room, 56.8. That's not bad, and the hip room, 53. That's a little narrow, but it's gonna work for most people. Seating capacity, we got that. Um, EPA and fuel, really quick. What's the fuel? We're not gonna option a 6 speed. So we're looking at these numbers here. They've got a couple of different versions of it, but the fuel mileage looks just fine. I mean, obviously it's going to be pretty good. Look at the car; it's a small engine, etc., etc. Active safety. It's got vehicle stability, anti-lock brakes, electronic brake distribution, brake assist, tire pressure monitoring, daytime running lights, multi-angle camera. That's awesome. That's standard too. Passive safety, front airbags, lots of airbags, da 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 da. If anything notable, you could always pause the video if you want to stop to read these. I'm only going to point out anything that's notable. Exterior features. I think we're going to probably be done with that. Audio and connectivity. Let's just double check what is standard as far as tech. 5-inch color LCD, MP3, auxiliary input jack, Bluetooth is there, Bluetooth streaming's there, radio data system, speed sensitive volume control, USB audio interface, 180 watt 6 speaker system, 7-inch display audio with high resolution electronic touchscreen, Honda Link Pandora, SMS text messaging function. This is why I go in and look at this stuff, because people skip over this stuff. You got to look and see. That's pretty cool with the text messaging. Display audio interface, right? Good stuff. Information display, what's that? Average fuel economy, it'll show you a clock, show you your engine oil life, exterior temperature, fuel level, of course, instant fuel economy. It'll even show you how many miles till empty. I love that. That's like my favorite. How many miles to go before I need to go to the gas station. Odometer and tripometer and trip meters. It gives you two. And real quick, instrumentation. Uh, yep, yep, yep. This is all your different instrumentation that it'll show you. Okay, low fuel, low pressure. Right, these are all your the lights you usually don't want to see come on. A lot of them and stuff. Some of them anyway. All right, so that was cool. We got that. Let's close that. Now we're back here. Now we know what just a base model LX comes with. I mean, it's not heavily equipped, but it's not bad, especially for $20,000. I mean, come on. All right, so also, right, it's also pointing out those things. We already know that. We already went through all these things. We saw that. If we go to build, which we're going to do right now, and we can look at it from a couple different angles, we can get this with the two-wheel drive with the 6-speed manual. We're not going to do that. We can get it with the two-wheel drive with automatic. We're not going to do that, right? That's what that means, right? Two-wheel drive with the automatic. That's an attractive automatic with the shifter. And that's available for all the models. And that's going to give you 28 city, 34 highway, 31 combined. That's good gas mileage. But we're not going to do that one. We're going to do all-wheel drive. I mean, it makes sense if you're getting an SUV, for crying out loud, even if it's a smaller one. Yeah, it's a $2,100 option, but it's totally worth it. You got to get it. We got to do that. Yes, let's get that. So that bumps up our price a little bit to $21,870, but it's worth it. Colors, the color is kind of negligible on this because I'm building all three, but I tend to go with the lighter colors, the silvers, the whites, because I like to keep my cars looking really clean, and I'm going to buff my cars because I don't want them to be have the swirl marks on them. And so if they have dark colors, then, you know, if you're not one to keep up on that, get a light color so you can keep the car looking nice. Maybe white's a little too light, but this lunar silver is pretty nice, I think. I think the lunar silver is attractive. I actually even think the mulatto red's kind of fun. I like the modern steel as well. And that's probably it. I mean, I'd probably do a black, but and the white's not bad. But let's just say lunar silver for all three models when we do these. Um, Leather options are available on the EXL, so you have to upgrade to the EXL to get leather. All we have is gray cloth. You don't even get to pick the color of the cloth. It's gray, period. The wheels, we've got these 17-inch machine wheels. You know what? And then they've got these upgraded alloys. Here's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if you're buying the base model HRV LX, are you really? You mean you're probably trying not to spend a bunch of money, I guess. But let's see what the wheels look like. Are they attractive? They didn't even change the wheels. They didn't even change. You know what? Let's not get the wheels because I think that if you're getting it at this price point, you're a little more budget conscious, and so you're probably not really trying to add on the wheels, right? I think the wheels are a cool option, but you might find a better place to put that $1,300. Let's see what they have for exterior accessories. So they got body style or body side moldings, door. They have a lot of accessories. The sport grill. You get fog lights. So you've got things to make the car look better. These exterior accessories. We're not going to equip the car with any of them, but it's worth noting that you would be able to go to your local Honda dealer, go to the parts department, go to the parts counter, and you could order this stuff after the fact, FYI. And because of that, we're not going to option ours with that. I do, however, well, let's go ahead and do that so that way you have the spec sheet. Oops. So that way you have the spec sheet. What did I just click? I just clicked something. I do like the body side moldings. I think they look good. They're not going to change. I think the body side moldings look pretty awesome. The body side molding accentuates the styling of the HRV, but there's more to it than just looks. It's ideally positioned where the side panel extends out the most in order to protect against door dings and scratches. Boom. Color matched, custom fit, blah, 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 blah. Available on all models. So I'm going to probably say I want this on all models, but we won't have to read this on each model. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I guess I've already selected it. The door edge film. I kind of think that's cool, but I'd rather maybe have the door edge guards than the film, right? The door edge guards, you could get them in the different colors to match the paint, and that's so if you hit up against the wall or something, it might not chip your the corner edge of your door, right? The door visors, no. The fog lights, yeah, I'm into the fog light stuff. That stuff's cool. Let's look over the fog light. Fog lights can add visibility, crucial in navigating poor weather conditions, including rain and snow, as well as dense fog. So, yeah, that's available just on the LX because I guess it comes standard equipment on probably the other two. That's why. So the fog lights and then the sport grill. I would think that'd be a cool option. That looks fun. Why not? We're going to add that to the build. Oh, there's more. Let's show all. Oh, they got a bunch of stuff, don't they? Yeah, the splash guards. Remember I was talking about that. The lower trim on the side, lower trim rear. Well, what was the body side molding? I guess that's different. We'd have to read some of these, but I'd be interested. Well, what's the difference though between body side moldings? Oh, body side moldings, right? Da da da. Body side moldings, and then lower trim. Right, lower trim. Complement your HRV with front lower trim for a rugged, sporty look. Okay, front lower trim. Is that this deal down here? That looks fun. Let's add it to the build. So we want that lower trim for the front, and of course we're going to want it in the back. And we want that lower trim on the side to give us the complete sport look. Is it going to show us the photo with that upgraded stuff on there? Hang on a second. Let's see. Okay, I got the picture to come back. Okay, so we got all that trim stuff. We did all that. The nose mask thing, I don't think so. A, it doesn't sound good, and B, they used to call it a bra back in the day, and I guess you can't probably call it that anymore. But that's what they used to call these back in the day. But that is just completely ugly. So no, we're not doing that. Yeah, that could totally protect your front end, but there's other solutions to that these days. The wheel locks. Wheel locks are kind of self-explanatory. They can help protect your wheels and keep them from people from stealing them. So yeah, let's for $56, that would be something that I'd want to throw on there. The interior accessories. Uh, all season floor mats. Yeah, I'm down for that. Uh, Now the all season cargo liner, right? What's the difference between these two? What's this one? Oh, that's that whole thing. No, I'm not looking to do that. We just want, and this was the right one. We just want that matching all-weather liner for the back. It even says HRV back there, so that's pretty cool. That's available on all the models. So when I do the other two models, I'll just quickly go through and check these so it's on the specs when we download it. Cargo nets, cargo line, or a cargo net, yeah, you might want that. I don't know. Auto dimming mirror, yeah, I think so. That's like if somebody's got their brights and they're coming up behind you, it'll like dim the mirror so it's not shining in your face. It's got a built-in compass. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Why not just have it already included with the car, for crying out loud? It's 2018. At any rate, 292. It's not a lot of money. It's already added to the build. And then electronic accessories, remote engine start system. Kind of cool. I kind of like that. I'm gonna get it. Let's just get it. Let's just get it because we're still sitting under $25,000. We're still sitting under $25,000. Oh, look at that. It's even got a little LCD screen. How cool is that? Integrates with your vehicle security and immobilizer systems. Activates the auto climate controls. Oh, it's pretty cool. Super cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm glad we got it. I'm glad we got it. Good deal. All right, so view the build summary on this. Let's view the build summary on that. So this car, this is the LX. That started at 19,770. We wanted to get all-wheel drive and the automatic transmission, so we had to pay another $2,100 for that. We didn't go for those wheels or anything like that, but we did do all the body side moldings and all that. Basically, this was all the stuff to make the car look sportier, right? That's what all of this was, with the exception of like what the wheel locks, some splash guards, the all-season floor mats, the cargo mat that was all-season, that engine starter, and the auto dimming mirrors. The rest of that, and the fog lights, right? The rest of that stuff was all cosmetic stuff to make it look fun and sporty. Why not? So that took us from $19,000 and change to an as-built price of $25,824. Can we download? Can this download? Can this be printed off and done? The answer to that seems to be, let's find out. Okay, so I said in the beginning of the video, and normally it is the case. Normally you can save these builds as a PDF, and then I upload it to a file sharing site, and then I get a link, and then I put the links in the description. But I don't see that on the Honda site today, so that won't be here. But you have this video. You can see the spec. So let's move on. Let's change models, right? Let's change models. Let's move on and look at this EX really quick. Now, let's just scroll up, because the EX adds all the features of the LX, plus it adds heated front seats and mirrors, smart entry and push button start, which this one doesn't have, and nor could we option it with it, automatic climate control, and Honda Lane Watch. So what's Honda Lane Watch? Oh, we just looked at that, right. Before changing lanes, small camera. It's a blind spot. It'd be better if they just said blind spot. Okay, so to build that one, right, we do want the base price is, okay, so we're at 23. And I guess it already gave, no, this gives us the EX with the two-wheel drive with the 6-speed manual. And what do we want? We don't want that. We don't want that. Hang on one second. Okay, I figured it out. So now we're doing what? We're building out the EX. That's the second tier trim. And we want the all-wheel drive, right? We want the all-wheel drive, automatic transmission, right? Not the two-wheel drive. We got to pay the $2,100 for that. I said we were going to go with the silver, the lunar silver across the board, right? They're only still giving us the gray cloth on this car as well, okay? The wheels come with the 17-inch alloy wheels. We're still not going to upgrade because I think that most folks, maybe on the EX-L, maybe you might want to upgrade because they're already going at it that way. But I think that I think the people are probably budget conscious with this HRV in general. So we're not going to do the upgraded wheels, I don't think, on any of the models. I see that the body side moldings and all the stuff, that all the extras I selected from the previous build are still selected on this particular build. This car looks like an additional option of a moonroof visor, because apparently the LX did not come with a moonroof. We're not going to do that deflector though. I don't think that's necessary. So we're going to keep all our same standard accessories that we did on the exterior. All right, we're going to keep all those accessories we did on the interior, because all that stuff's still relevant. I would still want all these same things on this trim level as well, unless it came with the car. Now, do we need the remote engine start? Yeah, because apparently it doesn't come with that. So yeah, that would be the only other thing that we'd option. That puts this car at 26,558. Let's look at the summary on this one. So this car started at 21,820. We spent $2,100 on that all-wheel drive and the automatic transmission, and then we nickel and dimed our way all the way up with the rest of the stuff. And obviously, the rest of this stuff is purely optional, because I'd want to make mine fun and make it different than everybody else's that's all plain and ho hum running around, and make my daily drive fun. So it's an as-built price of $27,553. Obviously, you could cut off some of these things, but I think all this stuff is notable, stuff that you'd probably want. So that's where we're at on the Honda HR-V with the EX. Now, if we go to Edit Build, that's going to take us back. Let's go over to the EX-L. Now, the EX-L, now that's going to give us leather. We're going to get the Sirius XM radio and the HD radio. And then we get the satellite link navigation system, right? If we need a refresher on that, that gives us HD digital traffic. That gives us 3D renderings of terrain and buildings. That gives us predictive local search, lane guidance split screen for road signs and exits, and a free map, and it gives us free map updates for 5 years. And it's only available on the EX-L Navi. It's only available on this vehicle, right? But it's a healthy jump though. I mean, 21,720 up to 25,140. It's a healthy jump. So, and it gives us roof rails. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's go to build. Yeah, we want to make sure that we get that transmission and the all-wheel drive. So yeah, that's basically what it's asking us. So that puts us at 27 right out the gate. Wait, that's not where we are. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. View summary. Edit build. There we go. All-wheel drive CVT. There we go. Change. There we go. All-wheel drive CVD EX-L Navi all-wheel drive. Gotcha. Now we're cooking. There we go. And then we want the lunar silver. That's fine. It's even remembering all our stuff. On this one, will we want the extra wheels? Let's get the extra wheels. We're already into this thing. The $30,000 HR-V, fully loaded with the good wheels. I bet you it still remembers our exterior accessories. It does. Do we want the crossbars? Do we need that? I don't know. You could always get it at the dealer, though. The bike attachment, same deal. So it's going to remember all our other stuff. Do we want the hood air deflector? No, it's ugly. The ski attachment. It gives you more stuff with each model. Interior accessories, that's all going to still be the same. And then electronic accessories, they didn't have anything. Well, the electronic accessories was that remote vehicle's engine start. All right, so that was that. So all in, this car's $30,000. It was what? It was, if we go to summary here, it was $25,240. They charge us $500 less on the transmission for this car. On the other two cars, it was $1,800. I don't know if you noticed that or not. And then we paid the extra $1,300 for those wheels. And then we got all the cosmetic upgrades on this car as well. And then the wheel locks and the all-season mats and the car cover, or the cargo cover, and the engine remote start and all that stuff. And this is an as-built price of 31,000 actually 161. 31,161. So that's the Honda HR-V. Pretty cool car. I mean, it's not feature loaded, but it's not completely stripped down. I think it'd be a great car, and I think it's going to get fantastic gas mileage. That's for sure. I mean, it's mixed driving. It's 31. That's really strong. So, all right, that's the build. I'm sorry that they didn't have a link where I could save these PDFs, but I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.